Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to invite everyone who's still out in the hallway to come on in so that we can get our service started. It's wonderful to be here with everybody, and so I'm going to invite those of you who are sort of on the far ends to come join us in the center of the community. After a whole summer, I know that it's wonderful to come and see friends and family that you maybe haven't seen in a while. And so we celebrate this moment, this Shabbat, and this time of gathering with words of song and prayer. Our first song is going to begin on page 188, using the blue numbers in brackets. And we'll sing at the top of the page words that have been used to gather people together for centuries, words from Psalm 133. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How wonderful it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad.
Welcome. It is so nice to be all together this morning. I'm Rabbi Karen Gorbin, and this is Cantor Laura Borman, and we are so excited to celebrate with the Hammer family, especially Annelise, as she takes her place in this community as an adult, as a bat mitzvah. We continue with a song thanking, or just acknowledging the beauty of the space that we're in, the holiness that we have together, that we create together. And Cantor Berman, would you like me to play behind you, or would you like to just sing it?
Whatever you like, it's fine. Ma tov ohalecha Yaakov, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tov Mishkenotecha Yisrael Vani Berov Chastecha Avovetecha Eshtachavel Hechal Kolshecha Beiratecha. Please join. Matovu Alecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Vani tefilati lecha Adonai ratzon Elohim berov chastecha Haneni bemet ishecha. Let's hear you. Matovu Alecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Matovu Alecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael.
How many of you woke up this morning? Only like 5 of you? Okay, let's try that again. How many of you woke up this morning? Okay, so some of you are still asleep, but your bodies are here, and so at least we need to thank God for our bodies functioning well enough for us to come here together. So the words for this prayer are on page 194. And we'll join together in English in the middle of the page. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. Are you all with me? Okay, page 194, 194, blue numbers in brackets. There are 2 page numbers. We're not using the black numbers because while you all have those page numbers, Annelise doesn't. So we're going to use the blue numbers in brackets, which match the Siddur that Annelise has. Page 194. Now are you all with me? Awesome. A blessing for our bodies. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei chol basar, mafli la'asot. Our bodies are empty vessels without our souls, and the blessing for our souls is on page 196.
Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorai. 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 Elohai neshama shenatata neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi.
We join together in English in the middle of the page.
My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You created it, you shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai, my God, and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. Baruch atah Adonai, asher biyado nefesh kol chai, v'ruach kol basar ish.
The rabbis teach us that we're supposed to say 100 blessings a day. So we've already gotten a couple of them. Oh, are you going to lead us? Wonderful. On page 198, 200, and 202, we have another series of blessings to help us get all the way to 100. One of the traditions is that you can say the blessings yourself, or if you'd like, you can say amen to the blessing, and it's as if you've gotten credit for saying it yourself. Page 198.
Amen.
Amen.
Matir Asiri.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, rokach haaretz al hamayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamachin mitzadei gaver.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish harumim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten le'ayef koach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir shenai minai utnu mamayaf apai.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'tzalam Elohim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani b'harim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen.
We're going to turn back one page to page 201. You can just stay here. And join together in this intention for starting our day. As I awaken, let this be my thought.
May my day be filled with acts of loving kindness. Let me be drawn to learning and discernment, and may my actions be shaped by mitzvot. Keep me from iniquity, disgrace, and sin. May I not be overwhelmed by temptation or despair. Distance me from evil people and false friends. Let me cultivate a life of goodness. May my hands reach out in kindness, and I will serve God through acts of righteousness. Today and every day, may I merit your mercy by living my life with compassion and love. Holy One of blessing, draw me to your words. Teach me the art of sacred living. Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael.
Page 204 has the blessing for the study of Torah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asof b'divrei Torah.
Let's read in English.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. O Adonai, our God, let the words of Torah be sweet in our mouths, and the mouths of your people Israel, so that we, our descendants, and the descendants of all your people Israel, may know you by studying your Torah for its own sake. Blessed are you, Adonai, who teaches Torah to your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed Torah le'amo Yisrael.
I think everyone has heard of the 10 Commandments. Only a few of you? This is a participatory service. That means some responses are needed. Has everyone heard of the 10 Commandments? Okay, good. There are, in addition to the 10 Commandments, 10 things that the rabbis say are without measure, that we can do them and do them and do them over and over and over again and never have fulfilled our obligation to do them. And so these 10 things can be found on page 206. And we'll join together in English in the middle of the page. These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come.
They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all.
So there's this interesting phrase in Hebrew, V'talmud Torah keneged kulam. Keneged, which often means sort of opposite all of them. So we've got 9 actions that we say are limitless, and then we've got sort of opposite them the study of Torah. The rabbis have a discussion, which is more important, the study of Torah or the actions that are listed here. And so I'm going to invite you to turn to your neighbor, say Shabbat Shalom if you haven't already, and decide amongst yourselves whether the study of Torah is in fact equal to them all, or it supersedes them all, or if the action is more important. What do you think?
Shabbat Shalom.
So I want you to see that she's relating Ashrei too. Okay, great.
I think honoring your father and mother is an important one. Because
So do you think that the study of Torah is more important than the rest of them, or do you think that the rest of them are more important than the study of Torah?
well, the study of Torah, like it teaches you. I think it teaches you, what this is the study of Torah. When you study the Torah, you get all these lessons that teach you many things, and these can be some of them, but they're all important in their own ways.
Okay, can I have you share that? That was a look of terror.
Friend's baby, she keeps waving at me.
That's good. Everyone likes to see you smile. Okay, I'm gonna go see what your brother has to say.
Okay, so who is in support of study being the most important thing? And how about, okay, I see a lot of hands half raised. So anyone super committed to study? Okay, we've got about 4 people. How about action being the most important? Okay, majority of people. Annelise, what'd you say?
I said that
Oh, let's unmute you.
I said that all of these things are the study of Torah, because when you study Torah, you learn so many lessons, and the study of Torah is the most important because it encompasses them all, and it includes everything in it.
So Annelise really went with the yes, they are both important, and the study of Torah leads to all of the other actions. That study without action is worthless study, and action without study can lead you to not actually doing the right thing. So now that we've concluded our passage of study, We turn to the second section of our service, which is Psalms of Praise. That begins on page 212 with another blessing.
Baruch Shelmar v'haya haolam, Baruch hu, Baruch oseh v'reishit, Baruch omer ve'oseh, Baruch gozer mekayim, Baruch merachem al haaretz, Baruch merachem al habriot, Baruch meshalem sachar tov l'rehav, Baruch chai lad v'kayam lanetzach, Baruch podehu matzil, Baruch shemo.
On the facing page, we join together in English.
With this do I prepare myself to thank, praise, and glorify my Creator. Blessed are you, Sovereign of life, whom we praise with songs of glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Melech Meholal Batishbachot.
On page 214, we have the Psalm for Shabbat, Psalm 92. We'll join together in the English at the bottom of the page until we get to the indented paragraph, and once we get to the indented paragraph, we'll move up to the indent in the Hebrew. We join together. A song for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai, how very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this.
Please join. Tzadik tamar yifrach, keres balvanon iske, shetulim beveit Adonai, bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Od yenuvun beseva, deshenim verananim iu, lehagid ki ashar Adonai, tzuri velo avlatabo.
Psalm 145 is on the facing page.
Ashrei Ashrei Veitacha, Od Yahalu Hasela.
Ashrei ha'am shekacha lo, Ashrei ha'am she'Adonai Elohav.
Tehillah LeDavid, Arami Melachai HaMelech, Ve'Abrahashim HaLe'olam Va'ed.
Bechol yom avarchecha, v'alala shimcha le'olam va'ed.
Gadol Adonai Mu'al Me'od, Ve'likta To'ein Heker.
Dor ledor yeshabach ma'asecha, u'gevuretecha yagidu.
Hadar Kavod Hodecha, V'divrei Niflotecha Asiha.
Be'ezuz norotecha yomeru, u'gedulatecha hasaprena.
Zeherav tu hayabiu, V'tikta hayaraninu.
Chanun v'rachum Adonai, erech ha'payim ugdol chesed.
Tov Adonai lakol, V'rachamanu kol ma'asav.
Yoducha Adonai kol ma'asecha, v'chasidecha yivarechucha.
Kavod malchuta yomeru, Uvdurata yadaberu.
Le'odia libnei ha'adam gevurotav, v'chavod hadar malchuto.
Malchuta malchut kol almim, Umemshetecha bechol dor vador.
Somech Adonai l'chol hanoflim, v'zokef l'chol hakavofim.
Einei kol hayasaberu, Ve'atanaten lachem etzolcham beito.
Poteach et yadecha, masbir l'chol chai ratzon.
Tzadik Adonai bechol drachav, V'chasib bechol ma'asav.
Karov Adonai l'chol korah, v'chol ha'shev rahu v'emet.
Ratzon v'yaseh ve'eshavatam yishma v'yoshiyam.
Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav v'et kol ha'shayim yashmid.
Tehillah Adonai edaber pi v'ro kol basar shem kedusha le'olam va'ed.
V'anachnu nevarecha me'ata v'ed olam. Hallelujah.
Anyone know how many psalms there are? Clearly more than 145. No one? 150. The 150th psalm is on page 218. The chorus is very easy. You just need to know the words hallelujah and hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Try that with me.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, El Bekacho, hallelujah, Berkiyahu Zozo, hallelujah, Bigvurotav, hallelujah, Kerovulo. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, b'teik hashofar, hallelujah, b'nevel v'chinor, hallelujah, b'tof u'machol, hallelujah, b'minim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, b'tziltzalei shama, hallelujah, b'tziltzalei truah, kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Now it seems like you've woken up a little bit. We continue with a blessing to conclude this section of the service on page 223.
Baruch atah Adonai, El melech harobat hishpachot, El haodot Adon haniflot, habocher b'shirei zimra, melech elchei haolamim.
Praised are you, sovereign of wonders,
crowned in adoration, delighting in song, eternal majesty.
Please rise as you're able for Chatzi Kaddish, which is on page 224.
Yitkata ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alema divrach chirutei v'yemelich bachutei, b'chayechon v'mechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv yimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam le'al ma'ayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitaseh v'yitatar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha. B'richu li'ela mikobarchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram v'yalma v'yimeru. Amen.
Baruch Hu, the call to worship is on page 226. Annelise will lead us.
Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da da
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
Page 228. We join together in the English in the middle of the page. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness,
who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom you formed them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai, our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot.
Page 231. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said, and light-blinded we saw that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries, your light moving before us as we climbed, fell back, and climbed again, your Sinai of life.
Baruch atah Adonai, habocher bi'amo Yisrael be'ahava.
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam.
Please be seated. We continue on page 234.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibar bam v'shiftecha v'techa u'lechtecha v'derech u'shofpecha v'kimecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu l'totefa b'neinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tiskaru v'asitem ekol mitzvotai v'yetem kedoshim le'elechem Ani Adonai Elohim Asher hotziti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim L'hiyot lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohim.
Page 236. In the middle of the page, we read about the tzitzit, the fringes on the corners of our shawls that reminds us of God's commandments. And Annelise, I know you share a special connection with your mom and your sister, all sharing the same type of talit in different colors. Nice to have that special family bond as well. So we join together in English in the middle of the page. Adonai said to Moses as follows,
Speak to the Israelite people and instruct them to make for themselves fringes on the corners of their garments throughout the ages. Let them attach a cord of blue to the fringe at each corner. That shall be your fringe. Look at it and recall all the commandments of Adonai and observe them, so that you do not follow your heart and eyes in your lustful urge. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
At the top of page 239, we join together. Emet,
there is no place where you are not. Even in the wilderness there is your word. Emet, that pen strokes of lightning, white fire, black flame. Stir the soul's passion, guide our sacred way. True and enduring is Torah. Your truth for us is certain and established, now and forevermore. Like Moses, Miriam, and all Israel, we sing out and rejoice.
Michamocha, Song of Freedom and Rejoicing, is on page 240.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha neder b'kodesh, Norat tehilot osef eleh, Norat tehilot osef eleh. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha neder b'kodesh, Norat tehilot osef eleh, Norat tehilot osef eleh. שירה חדשה שיבחו גאולים, בשמך שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Please rise as you're able.
Zur Yisrael, kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, ufteichin umecha Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Go aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai kal Yisrael.
The Amidah, the central prayer of our service, begins on page 242.
Adonai sefata tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor V'Yanura, El Elyon, Gamel Hasadim Tovim V'Kaneh HaKol, V'Zoher Hasei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Glal Livnei V'Nehem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Zozer Mashiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atarav Lehoshia, Morid HaTah, Mehakel Hayim Behesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berahabim Rabim, Somev Nofim Berafeh Holim, Umatir Asurim. Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Mi hamocha ba'okvuro umido melach. Melech memit umehayem umatzmiya Yeshua. B'na'aman atala hayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh ha'akol.
Page 248, the Kedusha.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר, אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. We praise you. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. You may be seated. We continue with a song celebrating Shabbat, Yismechu, on page 250.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעי שבת, כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מטבח השבת.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
בהשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת, המדת ימים אותו קראת
שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
זהר למעשה וראשית שבת, זהר למעשה וראשית
שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
On page 253, join together in a blessing for Shabbat. We offer thanks, O God,
for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch Ata Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Page 255, we join together in English in the middle of the page. On this
holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer to life, to peace, and to joy. May we find true rest, holiness in our deeds, worth in our study of Torah. Let us feed on the love of goodness. Let us drink from the love of goodness. Restrain our thirst for excess and cleanse our hearts to serve life well. On this holy Shabbat, may we draw nearer in life and peace and in joy. Baruch Ata Adonai, she'otecha levadecha b'yirah na'avod.
Who has something that they're grateful for? Really? Only a few of you? Okay, hopefully you all have something to be grateful for, right? Because Annelise has brought us all together this morning. There are lots of things that we take for granted in our world that we don't always acknowledge. And so on page 257, there's a prayer of gratitude that reminds us in particular of some of these things that we might take for granted. We'll read each paragraph responsively. I'll read the first, you'll read the second, but we'll all join in on the refrain, Modim anachnu lach, which means we gratefully acknowledge you. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations, we say,
Modim anachnu lach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons, Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements,
Modim anachnu lach. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression, Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared,
Modim anachnu lach. For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom, Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose,
Modim anachnu lach. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimecha ulechana el hodot.
We continue with a song for peace, page 258.
Sim shalom, sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha.
And v'hesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael amecha. Varheinu Yitzreinu kulanu ke'echa be'or panecha.
Be'or panecha sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha.
Kiva or panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torah tayim ve'achava hesed u'tzedaka uvracha uvrachamim v'chayim
v'shalom sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha.
V'tov be'enecha levarach et amacha Yisrael b'chol eitz u'v'chol sha'a b'shlomecha
sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Amen.
We take a few moments now to offer the prayers of our hearts for our silent prayer.
Go have a seat. Oseh shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן ואמרו אמן.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, that was pitiful. I'll say it to you, you say it to her, okay? Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Much better. Wonderful. We've reached the central portion of the service, the Torah portion, where all the excitement, the fireworks, and all the participation happens. I want to make sure everybody kind of knows what they might be doing. If you are called up here for an aliyah, the blessing before and after the Torah, you're to come up this staircase here. The blessing before here, the Torah reading there, the blessing after. Then you go to Keter Berman's side to remain for the next aliyah, to extend the honor of the blessing that you are doing. If you go the wrong way, we'll tap in the shoulder. You go the right way. We don't do grand opera here, okay? And there are other parts that are in English that we're going to be calling people up for as well. If you happen to forget your prayer book with the blessing, we have nice big print right everybody here for everybody to see. So the idea is to have the most possible joyous participation as we celebrate Annelise and her special Torah readings and her being called to the Torah for the first time ever in her life in her own right. So the Torah service is actually on page 244 in your prayer book. And before we rise, where's Phineas and Oliver? Where are they? Where's Oliver? It's your job to follow Rabbi Gorban. Come on up here. Your job to follow Rabbi Gorban, to be able to open the ark. And you have such power. You know, it's not often you get power over your siblings. But when you open that ark, we're all going to try to stand up as you are able to stand up as the ark is open. Got over here by Rabbi Gorban. You have all the power here, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, as you are able, please rise.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kema'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai imloch, le'olam va'ed. Adonai hoz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo b'shalom. Ahav rachamim, eitiva v'irtzoncha, et Zion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim. Ki b'cha levad batachnu, melech Elam v'nisa, Adon olamim.
This is our Torah. This is our heritage. By this heritage, our ancestors lived, and for the sake of it, they often had to die. They put their lives on the line for the sake of Torah. But always this Torah was passed on to a new generation of young and eager hands to have and hold, to learn, to make their very own. Today, when we celebrate the bat mitzvah of a spectacular young woman like Annelise, we're so happy at the thought of this Torah being passed on to this pair of young, strong, and capable hands. So we'll take the Torah from which she will read today, and we'll pass it yet once again from generation to generation to generation. Annelise's grandmother to her parents to her. Okay. I have it. Here we go. Kiss that door. There you go. Okay. I need you to take it right there and really grasp it and hold it there. Got it? Good. We're at the top of page 246, just the top 2 lines, and then on to 248.
Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim.
Please turn the page. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah.
Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol
Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, uneromema Shemo yachdav.
Lead the way.
Lecha Adonai hagedula, hagevura v'tiferet, v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha, v'yamid na'aseh lechol rosh. Lecha Adonai hagedula, v'hagevura v'tiferet, v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai ha'mamlacha, v'yamid na'aseh lechol rosh. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al haTorah v'al avodah v'al gemilut chasadim. Al haTorah v'al avodah v'al gemilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed.
Please be seated, everyone. Torah portion for this week is called Shoftim. Shoftim, of course, means judges and magistrates. Shoftim v'shotrim. It is our custom here to find a part of the Torah portion from which our student wants to learn more intensively, and we find enough verses so that there are at least 7 aliyot of a minimum of 3 psukim apiece, 3 being the minimum for a legal aliyah. So we are not starting at the beginning of Shoftim. We are starting on page 1466 in the larger blue book. Now your job is to actually find a larger blue book, hold it. Look at Mike. He's so on top of this. So if you need a blue book, please, we encourage you to follow the Torah reading as it's read. I'll be reading and translating. Annelise will be chanting. But the idea is that you should be able to have the schar, the merit of studying Torah in your own right. So I have my marked copy here. Okay. And as I said, we're going to move Ms. Guitar here. There you go. make room for our people coming up. 1466, chapter 19 of Deuteronomy, verse 1, which is we're going to be talking about the need for cities of refuge. So, Yamdu la'aliyah rishona liba Esther bat Chaim Mendel ben Nechama Dan ben Yigav Ruth Shoshana bat Avram ve'ita Dan ben Shalom Chaim. That would be Lisa, Dan, Suzanne, and Dan, or Don, excuse me. All of you together, come on up. I should have said Harav. There we go. Just make sure you cut me off at the right time, okay? If you want to take your prayer book and touch where I'm going to be? Here, I'll show you exactly where I'm reading. Right at the beginning of the paragraph. So here, no, take this. Sorry. Touch right there with the binding. Give it a little smooch. There you go. Perfect. Okay, here it is. Hold that. One. We'll conduct you. 1, 2. Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vahed. Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vahed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. Simon says, come 3 steps closer. Closer. Hold the Torah. There you go. Somebody hold there. When God literally cuts off, Adonai, your God, all of those nations, noten lecha, that God is giving to you at Artsam, their land, v'yirashta v'shavta b'arehem uvatehem, and you literally take up possession of their dwelling places and their cities. Shalosh arim tavdil lecha betoch artzecha. You shall separate out 3 cities in your midst, in the midst of your land. Asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach, that Adonai your God is granting you. Larishta, as you are holding, tachin lecha haderech. You shall make way for this. You shall prepare the way for this. Ushloshet. V'shilashta et gvul artzecha, and dividing your border into 3. Asher yanchilcha Adonai Elohecha, that Adonai is apportioning you, Adonai your God is apportioning you as a nachala, as a holding. V'yalanus shama kol rotzeach, and there shall be able to flee any accidental manslaughterer. There we go. Take this, take that, touch right there again. There you go. Well, we don't want this to fall, no. Blessing, guys.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yishkoch. Go over to Cannon Berman. Yishkoch. Yishkoch and Yishkoch. Yamdu la'aliyah hashniya, Nomi bat David v'Zayis, Zayis Rachel bat Nomi v'Yosef, David ben David v'Zayis, Yehudit bat Shimshon v'Hadassah Leah, Esther bat David v'Zayis, and you didn't come when I called your Hebrew name, Naomi, Eli, David, Judith, and Esther. Okay, what's my last word of this section? Oh, Tavdilach. Okay, good. Ooh, quite a mishpacha here.
This is it. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
Okay, somebody. Okay, there you go. One, moving close so you can see. 1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Toratot. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. You come here. Hold the Torah right like that so it doesn't roll off. Very good. Okay. This is the case of the accidental manslaughterer, Asher Yanushama, who shall flee there. v'chai, and be able to remain alive. Asher yakeh et re'ehu bivli da'ad. This is the case where he literally strikes his fellow without foreknowledge. V'hu lo sanelo. He doesn't hate him. Mitmol shalshom, from time before, yesterday and the days beyond. V'asher yavo et re'ehu be'ir ba'ya'ar, lachtov etzim. And when this guy goes with his fellow, they're just out in the forest to cut some wood. That's all they're going to do. And he literally takes his axe and he's going to use his iron axe to cut the tree. And whoops, the blade slips off of the stick of the wood that it's on. And literally finds his neighbor, the mate. So he dies. Hu yanus el achat ha'arim. He shall flee to one of these cities. Ha'erim ha'eleh v'chai. And he shall be able to remain alive. Pen, lest yirdof go el hadam achrei rotzeach. The blood avenger comes after the manslaughterer. Ki yachem levavo. Yicham levavo, lest his heart is inflamed. That is the blood avenger. V'hisi go and takes him over. Ki yarbeh haderech. And he literally finds him on the road. V'ikahu nefesh, and he strikes him down. V'lo ein mishpat mavet, even though it's not a death penalty case. Ki lo sanehu lo mitmol shalshom, for he did not hate him from yesterday or the day before. Al kain, therefore, anochi metzavcha lemor, I am commanding you as follows: shalosh arim tavdil. You shall separate out 3 cities for you. Okay? Blessing afterwards. There we go. Baruch. So they're all going to say hello to you, and then you go down. Or say hello to Annelise first. Amen. Nishkoch. Say hello to these fine people.
Hello, fine people.
Yishkoch, 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 and Yishkoch. Okay. Yamdu la'aliyah shishit marganit bat Yaakov Echana Chaim Mendel ben Yitzchak Dan ben Shalom Chaim, which is cousins Dana and Marty and Eva and Gitza. And I love this. Under relationship on my chart, it says our Canadian family. I like that. That's kind of cool. Hello, and we got a stuffed animal too. Fantastic. Are you up again? No, I have Dana, Marty, Eva, and Gitza. Okay? I'm sorry. There you go. But wait, Baruch et Adonai Barak. 1, 2, 3. Baruch et Adonai Hambarach. Baruch Adonai Barach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Okay. Ve'im yarchiv Adonai Elohecha gvulcha. And as it will be that God broaden, Adonai, your God, broadens your borders, ka'asher nishba lavotecha, as God swore to your ancestors. V'natan lecha ekol ha'aretz, and God grants you all of the land, asher diber latet lavotecha, and God gives to you all the land that God spoke of to your ancestors. Ki tishmor et kol hamitzvah hazot. You shall observe this mitzvah, this commandment, very carefully, la'asotah, to fulfill it, asher anochi metzavecha hayom, to the commandment that I am commanding you this day, le'ahava et Adonai Elohecha, loving Adonai your God, v'lalechet bidrachav, walking in God's ways, kol hayamim, all the days, yasafta lecha od shalosh arim, and if you do that, you shall add 3 more cities, Ash Hashalosha Ela, to these 3 cities, V'lo yishapech dam naki, so that innocent blood never be shed, B'kerav artzecha, in the midst of your land, Asher Adonai Elohecha noten lach, that Adonai your God is giving to you, Nachala, as an apportionment, V'haya alecha damim, and there might be blood guilt on the land on your account. Okay, blessing afterwards. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natad b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Yishkoch. Go say hello to these lovely people. Yishkoch. Yishkoch. Are you ready for some Torah chanting? I hope so. It's Annelise's turn. She has the last 4 aliyot. And so for the blessing for that, we say, Yamdu la'aliyah revi'it Peretz ben Mordechai Hillel Berut Rivka, Yitzchak ben Avram Bechana, from Aleah bat Shlomo Dov Osna, Yosef Herschel ben Yitzchak from Aleah, Mehira Ruth bat Avram Basara, that's Uncle Peter, Aunt Jessie, Uncle Bob, Aunt Leslie, and cousins Jonas and Merrill. Okay, hold on. You have the beginning of a paragraph. Okay, come here. Do you have your own yad? No. Here. Ki tikrav, right? No, where does she start? Oh, hold on. I think I'm in the wrong thing. Right here. It was the wrong column. Ki ish is right there. Okay, take all your talito. Got it. You got it. There you go. 3 talesim, no waiting. Okay. The blessings right over there if you want to see it. Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. You hold that end. I'll hold this. Right. We're gonna. Oh, you have your own mic, right? Let's hear it.
Amen. V'hihyeh ish sheneh l'reihu be'arav lo v'kam alav v'hikachu nefesh v'amet v'nas el echad ha'arim ha'el v'shalhu ziknei iro v'lakhu oto isham v'natnu oto beyad goel hadam v'amet l'tachos ein ha alav uvirata dam hanaki miYisrael v'tov la.
But, and my father always taught me, never start listening till you hear the but. But if a person does in fact hate his neighbor, and he conspires against him, and he rises against him, and he strikes him down and kills him within 10, and he flees to one of these cities, the elders of the city shall be sent, and they shall take that man from the city of refuge, and they'll hand him over to the blood redeemer, the blood avenger, and he shall die. You shall not have any pity on this person, and thus you shall make good the innocent blood from Israel, and it shall go well with you. Right there, up the top. Okay, we're going to close this. Oh, there you go. Long arms. Okay, blessing afterwards.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natah b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Come on over here, guys. Shkoch. Oh. She's going to hug and kiss everybody. She's not going to miss anybody. Shkoch. 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 Magnified, amplified hugging. That's what we like. Okay? Come here. So your next place is right here, Lo Tasig, right? Stand here. Okay. Yamdu la'aliyah chamishit Elisheva Moya bat Daniel v'tzipor Batya Devora bat Binyamin v'Shoshana Basha, Binyamin ben Eliezer v'Chana, Shoshana Basha bat Yaakov v'Shana Rachel, Shana bat Avram v'Sara, that would be Uncle Alex, Aunt Stacy, Bunny, Isabel, and Maddie. Isabel, welcome back. You get to be lead here. Come here. Stand by your sister. She's going to show you exactly where she is. Take your seat, and touch where she's going to start with at the second line there. Okay, you hold it for the gang. Hold it up for the gang. Come, Simon says 2 steps closer. 1, 2. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamparach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Hold the Torah for your sister. Okay. Hold the Torah for your sister.
Amen. Lo tasi gevurecha asher gavlu rishonim benachalatcha asher tinhal la'aretz asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha larishta lo yakum et echad beish l'chol avon l'chol chetat l'chol chet asher yechata al pi shnei edim al pi shlosha edim yakum davar ki yakum et hamas beish la'anot bo sarah ve'amdu shnei hanashim asher lahem hariv lifnei Adonai lifnei hakohanim v'hashovtim asher yehiyu bayamim haham.
Let me just reach around you to translate here. You shall not move your neighbor's border stone that he has established as a border from before. Excuse me a second. In your habitations, in your apportionment that your apportion in the land that Adonai your God is giving to you for your permanent holding. And again, in a criminal case, there shall not stand the testimony of only one witness against a person in a matter of transgression or any kind of sin, any kind of wrongful matter that a person shall commit. No, it's on the testimony of 2 witnesses, or even on the testimony of 3 witnesses, that matter shall stand. It shall not stand on the basis of only one. And if there's a false witness in this matter who is responding to, who deviates, there will be 2. That's why there needs to be 2 witnesses in this matter of any contention before Adonai. And they shall come before the Levitical priests and the judges who shall be in that time. Okay. Amen. Kiss your sister and everybody else. There you go. Oh. There you go. Dick, them. Say hello. Say hello. I may not let you go. Yamdu Aliyah Shishit, Zipporah Bat Yabat Mordechai Hela Ruth Rivka, Daniel ben Eliezer Chana. Okay, do you know where you are?
Yes.
It was, I think, the Darshu. There you go. Okay, take your talit. Show where it is. Okay.
Baruch et Adonai HaMevarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hold the Torah for your daughter.
Amen. V'darshu hashuftim hetev v'hinei ad sheker ha'ed sheker ana be'achiv v'asitem lo kasher zamam la'asot le'ahiv uvirata hara mikerbeha v'chani sharim yisma'u v'ira'u v'lo yusifu la'asot od kadavar hara hazeh bekerbeha v'lo tahos einha nefesh b'nefesh ayin be'ayin shen be'shen yad be'yad regel be'regel.
The judges shall inquire very carefully. Hetev means to do it as well. And if there is a false witness who offers false witness in answer to his brother, to his kinsman, you shall do to him just as he had contemptuously planned to do to his kinsman, and thus you shall wipe out the evil from your midst. And all those who remain shall hear about this, and they shall be in awe, and there shall not be a multiplication of this kind of evil matter anymore in your midst. You shall not have any pity. No, in these matters it shall be life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, and foot or leg for leg. Blessing afterwards, right there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. It's time to kiss your parents. There you go. Okay, kiss them and then come back. Max, Robin, come back over here. This is the first time Annelise is ever being called in her own right. And that's what makes this so special, that she gets to be called by name. It is a wonderful privilege to lead services and to lead us in prayers that she knows so well from her school and from her friends. But to be called by name the very first time for the Torah is really what this is all about. So I call her in a different chant. You say, Tamod, 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 Livarech et HaKriya, Chani Hudi Padani Obetzipora Batya, Bat Mitzvah.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Come and hold the Torah again. Here you go.
Ki tetzei lemilchama al oivecha v'ra'ita sus v'rahev amrav mimha lo tira mehem ki Adonai Elohecha imach ha'me'elcha me'eretz Mitzrayim v'haya ke'koravhem el ha'melchama v'nigash ha'kohen v'deber al ha'am v'amar aleihem Shema Yisrael atem koravhim hayom l'melchama al oivechem al yirach lovavhem al tir'u ve'al tachbazu ve'al ta'artzu mibnehem.
And when it is you go out to warfare against your enemies, and you look out and you see horse, and you see chariot, and you say vast forces that are arrayed against you, do not be in fear of them, for Adonai your God is with you, the one who brought you up out of the land of Egypt. And when it is that you approach battle into war, the priest shall come and speak to all the people and say to them as follows: Hear, O Israel, you are about this day to go into battle against your enemies. Do not be faint of heart. Do not be in fear of them. Do not panic. And do not panic, and do not be afraid of them. And the description goes on of various exemptions from the draft for various conditions, which leads into the next parsha of Ki Tetzei. Okay. Blessing here. Touch this again. Right. Take that. Perfect.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chai olam nata b'tehenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yeshua, kiss them again. They're so nice people. Torah is out and open. It's as though our hearts are uniquely open to all kinds of prayers, and so we offer some prayers between this moment of reading the Torah and the Haftarah. The first prayer we're going to offer is a prayer for the state of Israel, and we have Miss Hammer coming. Anka Hammer is going to come for the blessing for Israel. It got switched? Great aunts and uncles are coming to do the blessing for Israel. Okay. Do we have great aunts and uncles here? If she points at you, you're coming up. That's just the way it goes. I mean, I can only do so much with my list. So you're going to start here and go right to here, okay? Come on around. Here and here. Start there.
Say this, and then
You could do the Hebrew if you want, but here and here.
you know the Hebrew?
No.
Okay, then just do the English.
Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Those who love you prosper. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Hug and kiss. They want you. Thank you. Yishkoch. Yishkoch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have given a blessing for the well-being of the country in which we've lived ever since the Roman Empire. When in Pirkei Avot we learn pray for the well-being of the government, because without the government people would literally eat each other alive. And so, Maria and Fahad are going to do the blessing for the country. Got? Are we here? Then come on up. They were here. They have a little baby. Okay. Well, that's all right. That's all right. Just talk to your neighbor. Say Shabbat Shalom. Find out the name of somebody new sitting around you. Talking is permitted this time. Let's go. Seriously, say Shabbat Shalom to somebody you don't know. Or somebody you do know and care about, and say Shabbat Shalom again. That's all right. The baby is far more important than the blessing for the country. My God, we wouldn't have a country if we didn't have babies. There we go. You coming up? Yes. How wonderful. How old is she? She's delicious.
She's 1 year old.
She's 1 year.
One? How fantastic.
Say hi.
Here, I'm going to give you this book, and you're going to read where it says here, just this English paragraph. Oh, guardian, I'm going to give you a microphone and everything. Okay? Oh, guardian.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need.
Keep our eyes
Open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
Amen. And look what you win. Go say hello to Annelise, okay? Thank you so much. If you have your prayer book and turn to page 253, you'll find the Mishaberach of healing we do at every service here. As the Mishaberach is sung in just a moment, we're going to ask that you think of those in your own lives who are in need of healing at this Shabbat, those who are in hospitals or nursing homes or simply walk the earth with pain of all kinds, whether it's pain of their emotions or pain of their body. And we wish for them refuah shlema, a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit. If you know this and care to join in, please do. And if not, you might just sing Amen, or you might just close your eyes and let the whole song wash over you. May the source of strength, who bless the one before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mikor habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Yamdu Hamagbiya Bahagololot. For lifting the Torah, we have Harav Don Frankel, and we have Isabel and Maddie both coming up to help dress the Torah. So, as you are able, please rise. The Torah is lifted. Are you righty? Yes. Good. That's the way the Torah is rolled right now. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. 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 Torah, Torah, Torah. Annelise, come right here. It's time for Haftarah. Torah, 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 Torah. Torah, tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, Torah. Stand up here. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. You have candy? Torah. It's his job. Torah, tziva lanu Moshe. So we're about to enter into the Haftarah. What's the page number in this book?
1607.
On 1607, unlike the Torah, this will not be translated. There's a very fine translation of the Chumash that I recommend to you. Everybody knows that the basic job of the prophet is to trouble the comfortable and comfort the troubled. And here we're in the 7 weeks of comfort after Tisha B'Av, and we're told that the cup of bitterness, kos ta'elah, shall be finally taken from our midst, and we shall live in God's mercy, grace, and favor. Now, as the Haftarah is going to be chanted with its appropriate blessing, we're going to be handing out candy. It is not intermission time. We're not handing out candy for eating right now. At the end of her Haftarah blessing, after the Haftarah, you will gently waft the candy in her general direction. You're not taking out her eye, okay? And then anybody who's young or young at heart can come up here and grab the candy, stuff it in your pockets. All we ask is that if you do eat a piece of candy before the end of the service, that you find somebody around you with pockets, and that you put the wrapper in a pocket so we don't create more work for us to be able to clean up the sanctuary. And so we continue with the blessing before Haftarah, which will be done by Annelise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divrehem ha'ne'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Haboher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'Nvi'ei ha'emet b'tzedek.
Now she is starting at verse 5 of chapter 52.
Ve'ata malipo ne'um Adonai ki likachami hinam l'shlav v'hililu ne'um Adonai v'tamid kol hayom shmi menuat lahen yada ami shmi lahen bayom hahu ki anihu hamdaber hineni manavu al haharim raglei mevaser mashmiya shalom mevaser tov mashmiya yeshua omer letzion malach lo hayech kol tzofayech nasu kol yachtav yirneinu ki ayin be'ayin yiru b'shuv Adonai Sion pitu ranenu yachtav horvot Yerushalayim ki niham Adonai amo Ga'al Yerushalayim Hasaf Adonai Yetzaro HaKodsho Le'enei kol hagoyim V'ra'u kol asei aretz Et Yeshuat Eloheinu Suru, suru, te'u misham Tameh al tiga'u te'u mitocha Hibaru Nesekle Adonai Kilo behipazon tetzeu Uvimnu salo tilahun Kihulech lifnehem Adonai Umafsihem Elohei Yisrael Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam tzur kol ha'olamim tzadik b'chol hadarot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'amer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shechol devarav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdushav u'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarhim otach yibarashim habefi hohai tamid leilam ve'ed baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Shemo
mekadesh haShabbat
Amen. Siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov. Yehelanu, 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 oh lechol Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu. There's more here. Hey Jackie. Israel, yehelanu, yehelanu, lechol Yisrael, yehelanu, yehelanu, oh lechol Yisrael. Siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov. Yeah, there's more candy up here. Yehelanu, yehelanu, oh lechol Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu, Yisrael, Yehelanu, O Lecho Yisrael, Yehelanu, O Lecho Yisrael. Where's Phineas and Oliver again? We need you, Phineas and Oliver. I know. Please put away your chumashim and find your prayer books again. We're turning to page 256. As you are able, please rise. Put those in your pocket. Put those in. Come here. You got work to do. Here. Nice and gentle. Pull. Please rise. Hodo al eretz v'shamayim v'yaharem keheren le'amo tehila lechol asidav livnei Yisrael am karovo. Hallelujah. For a good heritage has been given to you, do not forsake it. Have a seat, everyone. This is the first time I can remember many years when kids left candy up on the pulpit. Annelise is going to come over here. We ask that all of our students fulfill 3 pillars of Jewish learning. The first is to know their prayers. The second is to be able to read from Torah and Haftarah. And the third, one of the most essential, is to be able to interpret what it means, to be able to look at the commentary, to look and see what people have said about what our Torah means in past ages, and decide what it means to her, what justice might mean to her as she interprets the portion of Shoftim. We look forward to hearing your Torah, okay?
Shabbat Shalom. My Torah portion is Shoftim, which means judges. In Shoftim, God explains many laws about judges, the cities of refuge, murder, and witnesses. The cities were a safe place for people to go if they accidentally killed someone, because the system of justice back then was eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand, and foot for a foot. It also talks a lot about false witnesses and how to punish somebody for what they did. I personally think that the system was terrible and unjust because the innocent would be killed, so I am focusing on how they began to examine problems in their system and make changes. In the Torah, like I said before, the system was that people would be punished for what they did with the same thing back to them. For example, on a personal level, if one of my siblings did something rude or annoying, often I would do or say something back to them. This just led to a circle of violence which doesn't make sense. Like when my brother was little and would hit and kick me, I would hit or kick him back. And when my sister used to insult me a lot, I would insult her back. This is bad because nobody learned from the situation and we were both wrong. Instead, we would seek revenge and then think what we did was okay. In this situation, we end up doing a lot of bad things, and it can lead to us hurting each other over and over again with no end in sight, or at least that's what my parents felt. In the Torah, Shoftim addresses this flaw by reviewing the start of the cities of refuge. Specific cities were chosen so that people who accidentally killed someone could flee to the closest city of refuge. Thus, they were protected from the revenge of the family of the person they accidentally killed. The judges also required the 3 cities be equally spread out across the land of Israel so that everybody would be near one just in case. More cities of refuge were added as their territory expanded. This was designed so that everyone was equally protected and no one felt they had fewer rights than someone else. Once a person arrived in the city of refuge, a trial occurred to determine guilt. During the trial, the judges, not a jury, had to determine if the accused was guilty of murder or had just accidentally killed someone. Since you can't always trust witnesses, the judges were afraid that they would punish an accidental killer who was innocent of murder. Judges tried to fix the problems with witnesses by scaring them with a long speech about lying and avoiding their duties as witnesses. They would also quote God to them. Also, they interviewed the witnesses separately so that they couldn't change their testimony based on another person's testimony. Lastly, they needed to be eyewitnesses. Hearsay was forbidden. Shoftim team shows how they tried to make their system better, but it still wasn't perfect. Many times, guilty people weren't punished because no one saw them commit their crime, because the judges may have not had enough evidence. Nevertheless, Shoftim team illustrates the beginnings of several ideas still present in our judicial system today. Revenge for accidental killings and witness credibility were just some of the problems that the Israelites saw in their society. Each time they saw something that seemed unfair or unjust, they tried to fix it. They didn't reach perfection, but they kept trying to make things better. Reviewing this Torah portion made me wonder, what is still wrong in our society today? Sometimes it seems like we still have a long way to go. One issue I care about is the inequality between men and women. For instance, a while ago, women were not allowed to vote, but today, women are allowed to run for president. But still, today, many women get paid less for the same jobs. We are still trying to solve these problems. Societies, like people, are imperfect. Luckily, in our Jewish tradition, we have the opportunity to do tshuva, to repent and apologize for what we've done and fix our mistakes. We know that we can't be perfect, but we can always try to do better, as an individual or as a society. For example, if I said something that hurt someone's feelings, I always apologize to make the situation better. Even the Torah gives us examples of how people in societies can try to move away from problems and injustice and move toward justice and repair. So, in studying this Torah portion, I began to think, how do I, Annelise Hammer, in 2017 in the United States, as a Jew, make things better in the world which I exist? It's so hard to figure out what one person, one 13-year-old person, can do to repair this broken world. As part of becoming a bat mitzvah, I become responsible as a Jewish adult in repairing the world, a concept we call tikkun olam. To start with my new responsibilities, I decided to volunteer at several organizations in my community to help them better help the people they serve and to have a greater appreciation for what it takes to serve others. I volunteered during the summer at my school for a week to help categorize the books in each classroom by reading level so that students can more easily select appropriate books for themselves. It was actually exhausting work. I also worked for 2 weeks at the Friendship Circle, cleaning out and organizing lots of cabinets and closets so that they can more efficiently serve the differently abled and volunteers they work with. Plus, I helped out here a little at Temple Sinai with some paperwork. Next, I worked to collect and purchase favorite American stories to donate to the New Immigrants program of the Jewish Family and Children's Service here in Pittsburgh. I wanted to do something to help children new to the United States become familiar with the same stories all American children know about through something I love, reading. For the books, I wrote letters to many store managers and received the most donations from Amazing Books in Squirrel Hill. So thank you, Eric Ackland from Amazing Books. My mother also asked around for ideas of favorite American stories, and we compiled a list of great books which we then bought. At lunch today, you'll be able to see the books we collected. Some of the titles are from the book group I've been part of for the last 3 years, and maybe in the future, I'll start a book group for new and not new Americans. On the lunch tables, you'll find cards asking about your favorite books. I'd love to hear from you. In addition, as part of becoming a bat mitzvah, I am choosing to honor a girl who was murdered in the Holocaust, Rosa Brunstein, who lived in Yediditz, Moldova, was 12 years old at the time of her death. My great-grandmother, Evelyn, immigrated to the United States from this village after a pogrom in 1920, and her mother's maiden name was Bronstein, so Rosa may have been a cousin. This is important for me to do because as a member of the Jewish community, I have to start being more aware and involved, and it's important to never forget all the innocent lives that were so cruelly lost during the war just because of their religion. My own grandfather was a Holocaust survivor, and it's hard to imagine the world without his smiling face and warm heart. Every life is important, and Rosa did not deserve her cruel fate. I am also honoring a family with 6 children that was murdered for hiding Jews. The parents were Joseph and Victoria Olma, and the children were Stanislava, Barbara, Vyacheslava, Francesca, Maria, and Antoni. They were righteous people. They stood up for what was right and just in the midst of cruelty and injustice. Nobody in this family deserved to die because they were only trying to help innocent people. Last but not least, thank you so much to everyone who came here to support me and my family for my special day. I would like to thank the out-of-town guests who came all the way here for me. My tutor, Adal Safran, who helped me learn all of my Torah and all of the prayers. Cantor Berman, who helped me be confident here on the Bima. Rabbi Gorbin, who helped me write this Devar Torah. Rabbi Gibson, who has always been very encouraging. My very special grandmother, Booney, who always loves me no matter what. My siblings, Isabel and Phineas, who show their love to me by drinking all the cold water in the fridge and then not filling up the pitcher. And last but not least, my parents. Mom, you made this day happen. You arranged almost everything, and I love you so much because you understand everything I say. Dad, you are so funny, and I love spending time with you. From sneaking out to ice cream together or driving me across town, you always make things a blast. I love you. Thank you to everybody in this room for loving me and supporting me over the past 13 years. I can't imagine a life without all these smiling faces in it. Thank you so much for coming here this morning. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Oh, turn and face me a second. I get to be the very first one to say Mazel, 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 Mazel Tov. And I noticed the similarity of style of your talitot that you're wearing. Wonderful to have a family tradition that inspires uniqueness and yet togetherness, your family connection. You know, I decided that when you become a lawyer, I don't want to take a case against you. You are so articulate, so persuasive, so thoughtful, so passionate in what you believe. We need people like you. I was saying this just last night, B'tzedek Terdov Tzedek. Remember my lesson last night? Because you have to pursue justice justly. And you can do so with words and spirit about as well as anybody I've known of your age or even of any teen. But you come by it honestly. Your father is a man of tremendous integrity. We've spoken about issues over the years where he has said what he truly believes, and your mom has put it on the line for the synagogue by helping us over and over again with Mitzvah Day and helping us make sure that we ourselves as a community never forget that it's our job to make this world a better place. You really touched on a very difficult issue, this problem of witnesses. Witnesses who attest of what they saw or didn't see. In Judaism, if somehow you and I were to have an argument out there and nobody was with us and you bunked me on the head, there would be no witness to the bunking. They just hear something, right? So we really prize this thing about witnesses and cases where it's really hard to tell who is telling the truth, who did what, and who didn't. This was taken to a wonderful limit, an extreme, in a Hasidic community in the old country. It turned out there was a prominent rabbi in his town. His wife was in charge of the house and the family and the servants and everything. And the wife, his dear, dear wife, accused a servant girl of breaking a dish. And she said, no, I didn't break the dish. The mother, the head of the household, she didn't see this, but she said, I know you did it. And they went to the Rebbe and said, who did it, who's right? And he said, I can't decide. There is no witness. And so she, his wife, got so angry, said, I'm going to take this to a court. And so she got ready to take it to court, and all of a sudden she realized that in that time, women could not go to court on their own. They needed a man to be their advocate before the judges. And so as she was about to go to court, she had arranged for somebody to meet her there. Her husband was dressed in his court clothes as well and prepared to go with her. And she said, you can't come with me. You're a Nogea B'Davar. That means you have an interest in the matter. And I don't need your help. I got another rabbi. And he said to her, but the servant girl doesn't have anyone to advocate for her. I'm going for her. See, justice does not respect classes, who's rich, who's poor. We say tzedek, tzedek tirdof, because it's an ideal that we're constantly reaching toward. And what I'm hoping for you is that as you make the world a better place through your thought, your action, and your speech, that you remember those who don't have anyone to speak up for them. You remember those who need somebody who's passionate, who knows that maybe the system is stacked against them, and they need somebody as passionate as you to stand up for them. This is the way you, Annelise Hammer, will create blessing in this world, a world that desperately needs blessing. And even as you create blessing, we want to celebrate this moment, even as you are blessed by the three of us, Cantor Berman, Rabbi Gorban, and myself. So look at them. They're nice people. There we go. Here, give me this hand. So may God bless you and keep you.
May the light of God shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
Shalom, 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 shalom. May God lift up God's presence to you and grant you wholeness, fulfillment, joy, purpose, passion, but most of all, the wholeness of peace. As together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Together, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Come up this staircase, and you have to listen to your mother and your father, so turn around and face them. There you go. Now, I'm going to put this.
Wow, Annelise, just wow. But yet I can't say I'm surprised, because you're always so ambitious and so wise and so enthusiastic and so positive. And I'm incredibly grateful that you're on the planet.
You can do it.
And in our lives.
Take a deep breath.
I'm so proud of all that you are, and excited about all that you do and all that you will do. The Torah portion on your bat mitzvah, Shoftim, brings up many issues and concerns over what's right and what's wrong in the world around us. It's my hope that you'll always work hard to make the world around you a better place, even when it's frustrating. Even when you don't have time, and even when you're scared. Am I advising you to be negative and nitpick and fight every little thing that isn't perfect in your life? No. You have this superhuman ability, like your dad, to not be unnerved by what's really important.
It's not really important.
I'm sorry, what did I? Not be unnerved by what's not really important. I can't see through my tears. To look past what's not worth your upset, and to forgive and not hold a grudge. This quality, this gift, makes you an honest, logical, fair, and brilliant judge. And I know you'll share your gifts with everyone who's lucky enough to be with you in your life. Mazel tov, I love you.
Take this. I may need the Kleenex in a minute also. Okay. Annelise Campionessa, you have done an excellent job today. Your mom and I are very proud of your accomplishment. I will admit that what your mom says is true. You have inherited some calmness from me, but external calmness doesn't always mean that you're calm on the inside, right? But you've inherited many better qualities from your mother. Your prudence that means being very careful in everything you do. And your temperance, that means controlling yourself. Comes from your mother, not from me. So does your down-to-earth personality. Your sense of righteousness and justice is from your mother and Booney. You have the strength of your mother and of Alex and of Appy. And from Appy also you have ambition as well as an ability to live in the moment. But you are more than the sum of your gifts. You are your own person. You have a natural charisma that draws people to you. And many of your peers, I think, look up to you. Unfortunately, a person is often judged by all the wrong things, such as physical appearance or personality or eloquence of speech or intelligence. Maybe what a person should be judged by is her actions. By that standard, actions, you measure up very highly. May your actions continue to be ever just and righteous.
Honor to invite our friend and community educator Avi Barron-Monroe to say a word or two to Annelise as well. Come on up over here. And you use this, it's the better mic.
Wow, Mazal Tov, Annelise. I also can't say that I'm surprised, but I'm also moved, and I'm speaking here on behalf of Community Day School. As the head of School at Community Day School, Mr. Steinberg is not here today, but I know he sends you his love, and he would have also a lot to say. I noticed that Rabbi Gibson has you as an attorney in a couple years, and I just wanted to say that my mind was going, that's a good career to situate you for the presidency in about, I'm thinking 20 years or so, when things are right where they should be, and people who are like you become president. And I hope that the video there is something that can be kept and archived and digitized so that it can become a campaign commercial, because every single thing that you said today is what we should hold in our hearts, use for action, and teach our children. So I really don't know what I can add except how proud I am that you are part of our Community Day School family, how much your voice will be missed now that you're going to the other side of the world, and how much we will continue to learn from you, I hope, when you're away and also when you come back and visit in future years. So I wish you Mazal Tov, and I want to thank you for your volunteer time at our school. I didn't know it was the most exhausting of all the volunteer efforts you did, but when I saw that email of you offering your services, that was unusual and really deeply appreciated. So Mazal Tov.
Representing Temple Sinai, the congregation. Annelise, Mazel Tov to you. I'm going to echo, I'm not even going to echo what your mom said, I'm going to repeat what your mom said, because it's really all that needs to be said, which was, wow, Annelise, just wow. That's pretty much how I felt the whole morning. I'm here to represent the congregation and provide you with some gifts. Also to say Mazel Tov to you and your lovely family. They are terrific people, among the best people I know, as a matter of fact. So you're on your Jewish journey, and today is a very big day in your Jewish journey, of course. And so one of the gifts from the congregation is a book. It's called I Am Jewish. And as you continue on your Jewish journey, you may want to look in here. You'll find many, many essays, many perspectives on what it means to be Jewish. And some of them will connect with you, and some of them may inspire you. So over the course of your life, you'll have this book. We also have a Kiddush cup, because on this Jewish journey, you will have many times to celebrate as well and drink wine. And we'll have some for you today. And I'm going to hand this over to Rabbi Gorbin as she comes over. And again, Mazel Tov on behalf of Temple Sinai. Thank you.
Hey, hold now. A few last things before you go back to your seat. This beautiful certificate was signed by you and your parents, me, Mike, Rabbi Gorbin, and Cantor Berman. It says that you were bat mitzvah, Chava Chana Yehudit on this particular Shabbat Shoftim, and that you have accepted the privileges and responsibilities of being a Jewish woman. What are those responsibilities? What are they?
Lifelong Torah study in the keeping of Mitzvot, Shabbat, holy day and life cycle observances, participation in the life of synagogue, the Jewish community in Israel, dedication to Tikkun Olam and the perfection of our world. Beautiful.
We also have for you your twinning certificate for the family with the entire story that you told so beautifully from the Holocaust Center of Pittsburgh. We have 2 scholarship certificates from you, one from the Reform Movement, worth $250 toward a trip at the end of your 10th grade year. That's not your community day trip. But also from the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh, $1,750. As I like to say, that's $2,000 toward a trip before you even have to sell a cookie. Okay? So what I want you to do is take these certificates of honor and of a future promise for you to go to Israel at the end of your 10th grade year and take all of your things and your gifts and your booklet, and you can sit on your sister's lap and make her squirm if you'd like. There you go. We'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everybody who came here today. Anybody have an idea who came the farthest? Who came the farthest today? From where do you think? If you say I crossed a river, I'm not counting that. Florida, the land of our people, of course, yes. Where else? Chicago, Toronto. How wonderful. Wonderful for you to create this Kehillah Kadosha, a sacred community that never existed before you walked into it and will never exist again, because not all of you will be here at this moment, at the very same moment, at a future time. So we're delighted that, Annelise, we did it all with you and for you. We're going to invite you to find your prayer books one last time and turn to 282 in the middle of the page, where the version of Elena we chant here. As you are able, please rise.
Also known as page 586, using the blue numbers in brackets.
Aleinu l'shabeach
Ladon hakol, latekenu la liotzer bereshit,
shelo asanu kagoyei haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech Malchei Hamlakim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, V'melech al kol haaretz.
Please be seated.
V'yom ha'hu, yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo,
On page 291 or 595 at the bottom, there is a poem by somebody who really was a heroine of pre-state Israel. Her name was Chana Senesh. Her story is amazing. She was of Hungarian descent, but lived in pre-state Palestine. And in 1944, after Hungary was taken over by the Nazis, she volunteered to be parachuted into Hungary and link up with the resistance. Unfortunately, she was immediately betrayed to the Gestapo, or they tortured her, and she died without revealing one name. Her poetry is still recited by heart in many schools in Israel. And there's this beautiful piece on the nature of memory at the bottom of the page. There are stars up above so far away, we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. The memories keep shining ever brightly, that their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Before Kaddish, we're going to ask anyone who is saying Kaddish for a relative, either the yard site of somebody who died this time in years past, or they're in the present period of mourning, either 30 days or the 11 months for a parent. If you are presently in mourning, as I am still for my father, please rise now. Since we insist that no mourner ever stand alone, we accompany our mourners and stand with them as they say their Kaddish on 594. Yikadal v'yikadash merabah, v'yomad yivrach yirateh v'yomlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh dechol beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kari v'yemru, Yehei shmei rabam v'rach le'olam amen. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudesha, le'ela, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram b'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleina v'el kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleina v'el kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon a shattered world, desperately in need of healing from its brokenness, upon all of us who still mourn our beloved dead, as together we say, Amen. Amen. Please remain standing. Annelise, bring up your sibs and all your friends, cousins, anybody from school to surround you as we sing Ein Keloheinu, which is on page
322.
On 322, in the black numbers, it'll be followed by a brief benediction and the blessing over Kiddush and the blessing over foods we might enjoy our oneg together. All you come on up. Annelise, you take center stage, but we want your sibs on either side of you. So where's Phineas? Where is Isabel? Come on over. Where's your sister? Get over here on the other side.
The other one.
The other side. Pick a key. En Keloheinu, en Kadoneinu, en Kemalkeinu, en Kemoshienu, mi Keloheinu, mi Kadoneinu, mi Kemalkeinu, mi Kemoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adoneinu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adoneinu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adoneinu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Baruchim atem b'voachem. Baruchim atem b'tzeitchem me'etavar olam. May you be blessed every place you go into God's world. May you be blessed every place you come in as well, as together we all say, Amen. All came in Shabbat v'kadshehu. Therefore God bless the seventh day and declared it holy. Let's have a kiddush here. One line. Baruch Adonai. Amen. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who creates the fruit of the vine. Here, you take this end. No, him. You take this end. Take this end. You take this end. We're going to do a tug of war in a second here. A tug of challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz Shabbat shalom. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who brings forth bread from the earth. As together we say, Amen. Shabbat shalom. Who wants challah? Who wants challah? Who wants challah?